And moving to South America, Venezuela's oil exports just hit a 4-year high, fueled by a surge in shipments to China, the United States, and Europe. But this record-breaking rise is because of a joint venture between Venezuela's state-owned firm and the American oil giant Chevron. As Nicolas Maduro faces a challenge to his leadership, the country's oil industry, along with Chevron, continues to thrive. Perhaps the lone bright spot in a country racked by enormous political turmoil. Here's our report with the latest.
In late summer, Venezuelan tankers moved swiftly through the Caribbean waters, their decks heavy with crude oil bound for distant shores. Each vessel carried the weight of the country's future as August marked a turning point. 885,000 barrels per day, a level of production and export unseen in over 4 years. To China, the US, Europe, the oil flowed, providing much-needed revenue to a nation in turmoil. But beneath the surge in exports lay a growing tension. Back home, the July presidential election had thrown the country into deeper political chaos. Both President Nicolas Maduro and his opponent Edmundo Gonzalez claimed victory, igniting fears of instability. Washington, watching closely, hinted at reimposing harsh sanctions if Maduro's government continued its course towards what the US described as political persecution. Unhappy with the election results, the Biden administration even targeted President Maduro's plane in violation of US sanctions. But despite the looming threats, American oil giant Chevron and Spain's Repsol quietly moved forward, exporting Venezuela's crude under the US-issued licenses. These companies knew the stakes, yet the demand was there and they took the risk. Chevron's shipments alone reached 227,000 barrels per day, fueling US refineries, while Repsol exported over 86,000 barrels per day to European markets. Then, in the corridors of power in Caracas, Maduro made his move. In August, he reshuffled his cabinet, promoting Delcy Rodriguez to oil minister and appointing Hector Obregon as the new CEO of PDVSA. The message was clear. Venezuela's oil machine would keep running, even as political uncertainty loomed.
I asked Delcy Rodriguez to take the oil ministry of Venezuela as she hands over the finance ministry as she's knowledgeable of this sector. I appointed Hector Obregon, who has been at the vice presidency of PDVSA as the new president of the oil industry of Venezuela. Hector Obregon, a young professional of big honesty, will take up the baton.
The ships continued to leave Venezuela's waters, carrying not just crude but petrochemicals and fuel, all bound for faraway ports. Asia remained the primary destination, while Europe and the United States followed close behind. Yet the deeper the tankers plunged into international waters, the closer Venezuela's political future seemed to teeter on the edge. The oil flows, but Washington's shadow grows darker. Sanctions could return with a stroke of a pen. With both sides locked in a high-stakes game, the fate of Venezuela's most vital industry hangs in the balance.
From impeachments to inaugurations, if it's a political story, we are on the scene. The race for the White House is heating up.
Kamala, you're fired!
I say, bring it on.
If it's breaking news, we're live with the latest coverage. From the White House, the State Department, and Capitol Hill, we know the issues, but above all, we know the players to bring you the latest in-depth analysis on all the key stories that we're covering. I'm Eric Ham. Join me from Washington here on Firstpost America.
Climate change is on our doorstep. It's time for a revolution to take root. And it starts with 1.4 billion Indians. It starts with one tree. One tree for humanity. One tree for Mother Earth. One tree for our future. Project One Tree. a News 18 network initiative.
Across continents, one powerful news source.
Bringing you diverse perspectives on the issues that matter.
We go beyond the boundaries to give you that little extra about every sporting moment. So thank you for making Firstpost 5 million strong. We're counting on your support, and you can trust us to bring you the news unfiltered and unvarnished. Obviously today, the T20 World Cup bandwagon has moved across to the West Indies.